All right, welcome to our team training today. We're going to get into something uh, out of our norm a little bit, but we want to take advantage of what's going on right now in China. So let's go ahead and talk about it real fast. So right now, because of the Trump tariffs and the stuff that's going on with that, him raising up, 140% or something like that on China. China fought back by exposing everything. So stuff that we already knew, things I taught y'all a long time ago, but some people didn't believe it, and they would still rather pay overprice at the high end stores. Well, China blew the lid off. It's like, look, everything. Well, 90% of stuff that you guys buy come from us. So the Gucci, the Hermes, the Nikes, everything, Jordans, everything that people put a value in America is coming from China. And not only does it come from China, it's being marked up, man, tenfold. Something that's costing 38,000 or something like that is really only costing 1,000, to create, but the same exact quality. So that's what started it. And then it just started getting deeper and deeper, because you would think like, all right, that's cool. And a lot of us already knew about that. We all knew about, knockoff clothes, right? And things like that come from China. It's really nothing new for a lot of people. But then when you start learning about, well, what about your furniture? Okay. What about some of us got expensive furniture? So think about some of that expensive furniture where you might have a sofa that costs maybe $10,000, $5,000 sofa. But really that $5,000 sofa you can get for $350 from China, shipped right to your door. So this is what's being exposed right now. And what's cool is you can use this. What we're going to do is we're going to go down that rabbit hole, and then we're going to show you what they're talking about. Then I'm going to let you see the suppliers, and then we're going to tackle this from a strategic standpoint, from a different angle, where we talk about how you can use this to monetize. All right, that's what we always want to do. We always want to talk about monetizing, right? So it's going to be cool to buy stuff to just have for yourself, which saves a lot of money. Christmas time is going to be, oh my God, I can already imagine. But for a lot of folks, but like I said, first we're going into using it for yourself and having fun, but then we're really get into like how you can monetize the situation. All right, so let me share my screen fast. Show you right now in our school. You come to the classroom. It's already right here. We have a new course in our YouTube University right here, Buy Direct from Secret China Supplies. So I'm gonna let y'all watch this video. Then we'll go down. We'll kind of go down the rabbit hole. I'll show you guys how to find more. All right, because after watching this video, we also have the vendor list right here.
Hey, what's up? Listen, are you guys still looking for the China Direct?
Hold on, make sure I put the right one. Look like I might not put the right vendor list. Okay, that's good. So I gotta change that. So I gotta put the vendor list right here, but the vendor list will be right here. And right here, let's go to it real fast.
Hey, what's up? Listen, are you guys still looking for the China Direct supply list and you can't find it? You can't find websites. You can't find links. You don't know how to do or what to do it? Listen, your girl got it. Now, I did put this information in a bunch of other videos, but you know what? I listened to what you guys said and I have compiled it all into one place. We are talking about a step-by-step guide, baby. This is going to be a video tutorial of where to go. It's going to be on the screen so you can follow it. The links to the Excel sheet that have all the emails. Then there are going to be how to get an agent, how tariffs work, how to get around the DPP, the new tourism visa of a personal shopper that can help you avoid all Chinese tariffs. Listen, let me be honest with you. This goes beyond finding a Duke Birkin or a Duke YSL. Now listen, there's no minimum order. If that's what you're looking for, I don't got nothing to do with that. I'm sure they can help you with that. However, I think a lot of people are missing the point. This is a huge chance. The fabric of our nation, in America, is changing daily. We are at a pivotal time and nothing will be the same. We need to start pulling together our resources, bulk buying, creating your own new business, Maybe you think the Birkins are ugly like I do. These bag manufacturers will make you custom orders. You can tell them what you want. They will send you prototypes. They use quality leather, quality pieces, quality hardware. You don't have to walk around with a knockoff if you don't want to. If you want to, baby, they got that too. The point of the matter is this is an incredible opportunity for you and your friends, loved one, or by yourself to go into business and start importing. Amazon. This is how Jeff Bezos became a billionaire. You could become the next Amazon. Again, these links are for everything. Fashion, makeup, jewelry, manufacturers, suppliers, cosmetics, of course, designer goods. Do you really need the Balenciaga label when you can walk in with the same t-shirt, same printing, same everything that quality Balenciaga uses, quality Birkin uses, quality YSL uses? Baby, listen, it's a new day. Anyway, here goes the step by step. I'm gonna walk you guys through. Pull out your pens and paper. This cannot be more step by step or easy. Enough with this. And let me just say something, right? I am doing this for free. I do not have any type of deal. Listen, I'm putting y'all down on game for free. People are charging $100, $200, $300, $400, $1,000 for these lists. And baby, we're giving it to you for free. So do it for what you want. It is information. Save it for a rainy day. With no further ado, has everybody got their pencils out? All right, let's get to it. Also, last thing, today I am going to be posting a bunch of videos that tell you even more websites and step by step by step. Baby, this is going to be a learning day. Share this video. Do what you will. I'll talk to y'all later.
Asking you guys shall receive. You want a tutorial? I got you. So let's just click my link in my bio and it's going to take you to my landing page. Just scroll down a little bit and here you will find the spreadsheet. This is if you want my personalized help and this is if you want anything added to the spreadsheet. So let's go ahead and click my spreadsheet. So here we have all of the vendors that I've compiled for you guys. I can't show you the numbers anymore because they took down my last tutorial that I made showing the numbers. So you'll find the name here. There will be the WhatsApp numbers right beside it, and then any links I found that might help you see what they offer, whether that's a website or a TikTok page that they're just showing what they have. So what you'll do is you're going to select whatever vendor that you want and you're going to copy the number. We're just going to go with this one. Next, you're going to just bring that number over, copy it into there, select the country and enter in China or just type in 86. After that, you're going to go to the top, put in their name. You can put in any name, but if you want to keep it organized, just put in the name that I put on the spreadsheet. Then you're going to message them and ask them for their catalog. Once you get their catalog, this is what this suppliers will look like. They have testimonials and they have everything ranging from bags, shoes, clothes, jewelry, and more. But when you go to this page, you're just gonna click whatever you want. Let's say we want to look at the bags. You can see they have it organized based on the brand. You can also look at clothing if you want. And they have everything from women's to men's clothes, hats, shoes, and everything. So let's say we want to select some jeans. You'll just click the jeans and this is their entire catalog. So you're gonna scroll all the way down, browse and see what you want. Now let's say we wanted to look at these jeans up here. Here's gonna show you pictures that they gave you for the actual product, but you see up here you can't really understand that because it's not in English. Select the puzzle piece down there and hit translate to English and it'll translate all of that for you. You can click the picture, scroll through so you can do your own inspections. But after you decide that this is kind of the one you want or this looks like something you want to buy, just take a screenshot. You're going to send it right on back to them. Let them know that this is what you want to buy. And they'll tell you the process and how long shipping usually takes because it varies from vendor to vendor. And also you usually pay via PayPal.
How to effortlessly browse Chinese website. As I shared so many brilliant Chinese wholesale websites in my previous videos, and so many people are actually asking me how to translate these websites into English version. And here's how. First, use browser extensions like Google Translate for Chrome or Youdao Translator for Firefox. They can both instantly translate your web page. Second, online translation tools. You can just simply copy the URL or the link of the page you need to translate and paste it into the online translator like Google Translate. And select the target language you prefer and hit translate. Here you go, the entire page is now readable. Some people may just want to translate some image only. That's easy. Just download the Youdao translator, for example, and click the Chrome button next to the A box button and take a screenshot and get instant translations. Alright guys, these tools can make sourcing from China easier than ever. Save this post and start browsing like a pro.
If you run an e-commerce business and want to avoid paying customs duties and tariffs, then listen carefully. There is a shipping method that's called the DDP, which is door-to-door delivery with customs duty and tariffs prepaid. You can place order with your China supplier and then pay supplier the product cost only, which means you deal with China manufacturer by EXW trade terms. Then all the rest thing about the logistics deal with your China shipping agent. You can ask your shipping agent called shipping rates on the DDP delivery. Then the rest you got from shipping agent will including all the costs should be paid before receiving the packages. On the DDP shipping method, you don't have to pay any customs duties and your speed and the cost of delivery will not affected. And on the DDP, you need only waiting to receive your packages after paying to the shipping agent. For Penny, make business in China.
Stop using Alibaba. Alibaba is full of middlemen and nobody wants the middleman's price, right? If you want to source from China, you need to use a more specialized platform for your jewelry business. Simply go to gooddiy.com, China's most professional wholesale jewelry website. Not only does it support multiple languages, it also offers convenient payment options like Visa and PayPal. With over 100,000 different styles available in the website, it also updated over 2,000 different new designs every week. And what's more, this website only contains direct factories, which means you can even customize your orders. With our strong logistic capacities, you can literally order from anywhere around the world. And what's the best part? You can get the free shipping if your order exceeds $59. So, what are you waiting for? Just go and try it.
I don't know how true this is, but I just saw a video of a girl saying that the Chinese government, China has opened up their doors to allow Americans to enter their country without any true paperwork, just so that you can shop there for 250 hours and then come back to America to avoid paying tariffs. This is all so that we can avoid importing their goods to pay tariffs. The Chinese have come up with a loophole. I feel like that's so smart and it's so petty, but it's so smart because it's like, how else are they going to survive? They know a lot of us buy goods for them. So how else are they going to survive with the tariffs? Let us come over there and shop there, right? And it reminds me of the whole thing with Red Note. Like they tried to take away TikTok, and then we went over there to the opposing team. I wonder how Trump is going to respond to this. I wonder what is going to be the response to this.
If you want to avoid paying customs duties on package from China, just tell your shipping agent that you prefer ship under DDP terms, which stand for Deliver Duty Paid. This means that the shipping agent will take care of paying the customs taxes for you. Although shipping under DDP might cost more than shipping under DDU, it has a significant advantage. When you ship under DDU, you have handled the customs clearance process yourself because the delivery duty is not paid by the shipping agent. On the other hand, by shipping under DDP, you can avoid any surprise costs related to the customs duties, as the shipping agents will be responsible for paying them.
Profit under 145% US crops? Smuggling? No, a safer and more legal method than smuggling. Personal shopping service, you can travel to China, act as an agent to purchase products for your American friends and clients, and then avoid that drop by declaring them as a personal items when you return to the US. Then, learning a high profit margin. Want to learn more? Follow me at Angie.
Bestie. The time is now. The time is right now. Now is not the time to dilly-dally or shuffle your feet. Pull out your card. It's time to shop. I don't know if you saw this, but Shein and Temu, they're gonna be raising their prices on April 25th. So we gotta lock in, because we need to redo our spring and summer wardrobe. We got to look good this summer. And honestly, we also have to lock in because I'm trying to buy a yacht for $2. So are you coming with me, or all I know is the time is right now to shop, to buy, to get it delivered to the house, to the backyard, to the front porch, all of that. We have to go right now. We can't dilly-dally. So April 25th and May 2nd.
So you see all them different venues right there and all them different platforms. So now the thing that makes it dope is before, you had access to like limited suppliers. Most of it was for just getting knockoff stuff, right? Or you were getting stuff out the same factories if you had the plug, like I had, right? You're getting the same quality stuff. But what you wasn't having access to was like the straight up, what you wasn't getting was a straight up, like the exact factory that Hermes using or Nike's using to make a certain type of sneaker and things like that. Like you just knew that you was getting from a good factory sometimes, right? Now you can go directly to those factories. Now that you can go to those factories, let's think bigger. We don't have to just be buying knockoff stuff. You could be creating your own stuff. See what I'm saying? When things are that affordable, instead of going to buy some knockoff stuff, why not create your own stuff? Why not come up with your own fitness line? Why not come up with your own, your own shirts, your own anything? Because China can make it. And now that you're going directly to those factories, you might come up with your own bag. Like I said, they put their own logo, but it got the same quality as a Hermes bag. Now, of course, people are paying for the name. So I know that the name sells as well. But again, quality is quality. Goods is goods. And if you come up with a great product that people want, then it's going to sell. Also, you get to put that on Amazon, where customers come to you. So you ain't got to worry about trying to look for customers. It's your intellectual property now. It's actually yours. So Amazon don't have a problem with that. When you create something that's yours, let's go. Amazon opens the gates for you. Ship up your products and they do everything for you. You just ship your stuff into Amazon. Amazon does all the fulfilling everything for you. It's a great business model. I was doing it real tough before I really went hard with my online marketing. Actually, I was still doing hard online marketing. I had my wife doing the Amazon because it was that lucrative. We bought out a whole booth of lights and we've been selling lights for like 3 to 4 years. Just in that one purchase. So I know the power in having something that people want and they'll pay for, and then shipping it to Amazon and then let Amazon fulfill those orders and then send you a check. Powerful stuff. All right, so now we're going to get into how to go deeper down this rabbit hole, all right? Because you want to take advantage of right now. Right now, I feel like it's like the China gold rush. Everybody and their mama is going over there right now. So you want to go now, okay, before people just as smart as you or smarter do what I'm about to tell you to do. All right, so let's share again. Okay. All right, so everybody should be able to see that good. All right, so if you go into TikTok, all right, don't have a TikTok, download TikTok. It should be all over your For You page right now as we speak. So see? First thing that popped up when we logged in, right? So that shows you right there. first thing on the front page. So that's the For You page. So you just start going down this line. Look at this. They're selling custom jewelry, the expensive jewelry, and they're on live. So this is actually a live. You can get these things live from her. $9, add $9 for shipping. So if you had a little boutique or something, you wanted to sell these or whatever.
我们今生注定是沧桑，苦之来要笑着走过呀。
Crazy.
Guess how much it costs to buy a set of this furniture?
Probably
Now
around
look at the
$100,000, right?
You can furnish the entire house with just 10% of that price, showing the world the quality of Chinese craftsmanship. Wow, this sofa looks amazing. It matches my taste. This one can rotate. Look at this angle. 2 people can sit face to face. It's a versatile space. Now I'm thinking of replacing my sofa with this one. Here's a fun table I recommend. The bottom has wheels, so it can be moved freely and the height is adjustable. It can even transform into a round dining table. This table, although it looks simple, there are very few factories in China that can make it. You can buy confidently from this factory, and if it's broken, I'll compensate you. This coffee table is quite interesting. It floats and rises layer by layer. I think the biggest feature of your furniture is how interesting it is, bringing emotional value to people. Xiaole kitchen display. Lights on, the island extends, drawers open automatically. Need a knife, spices, cookware, or drinks, just say the word and it finds them for you. Xiaolu, I want a drink. Wow, the entire drink section opens. Awesome.
This is our smart kitchen. With a magic window, there's even a projection on the panel. And even with oil on your hands, you can tap it with no problem. Need to cook? It'll guide you step by step right on the screen.
Smart living truly changes everything. Guess how much it costs?
Now, how cool is that? You know what I mean? Like, you gotta have this in your home. And literally, what's so cool about it is that now they even have agents on here right now. They, like, China thought of everything. They're not playing. So they got agents that go out on your behalf and scout for what you're looking for. Find them, send you back a video and everything when they find it. Make sure it's exactly what you want. Make sure it's top quality, all that. And then when it gets to the final, if you feel even more comfortable doing this, we'll let you come to China, have a limo pick you up at the airport, bring you to the factory, show you what, you know, give you the whole walkthrough, show you the get down, everything, let you pick whatever you want to pick for your home. Like, it's like they're not playing. Like, they're not playing. Like, we in a real trade war right now. And it's kind of like they kind of just said checkmate. Like, Trump said check, and then they said checkmate. You know what I mean? So look at these are all the suppliers. Look at this right here.
Comment the word supplier. I will.
Okay, so people are giving up the list.
Yeah, here I am making high quality.
Oh, thank you, China, for exposing the truth. So now that you guys have found out reps are in.
So you see, so just so I recommend.
Hey guys, we got a package there. Let's check it out.
Oh wow.
Last month, we got an order from Los Angeles. After 3 weeks, the order it already got
Man,
here. And
you know how much these rims are? I never even seen this one. I'm gonna have to heart this one. I gotta come back to this one. Hold up, I gotta come back to this.
Package there. Let's check it out.
These rims in the U.S. go for $20,000, $5,000 a rim.
After 3 weeks, the order it already got there, and we offer you 5 years after sale warranty. We are a source factory. Any size, any color is all customer. If you want to place order, contact with us.
I need that one. I gotta save that one. Yeah, we don't want to be messing with China. Wow. So. And they just pulling back the layers.
70% off, 80% off, 90% off, free. How about that, ladies? Do you want to get this one for free? So for our Chanel girls, today we're gonna do the special.
我们今生注定是沧桑。
Hi, my friend. I am engaged in clothing wholesale in China, exporting to various parts of the world with door-to-door delivery for only 3 RMB. If you are interested, please contact me. Hi, my friend.
You want this? Open, of course, 16. I will show you. Okay, in order. Okay.
Guys, the new puzzle game.
Ma'am, your total comes to?
If you don't know all the tea that's going on with the Chinese manufacturers, I'm going to let you know I got a new Chanel. They got they lick back. That's what you need.
Bye.
I'm so happy I finally got my hands on this bag. Now let's go ahead and unbox it.
Morning, loves. Hope you all had a great night. I have been an import-export professional.
Listen, I know a lot of y'all are out here celebrating.
What's in my Zoom session? Y'all, we don't just have class.
All right, so I think you get the gist. So what I recommend right now is that, like I said, normally you wouldn't have access to so many suppliers like that. You know, these people are right there in your face, showing you exactly what you can get. You can see the quality right there behind them. They're coming on live. They're showing you, they're telling you how much it's going to cost plus shipping, how to get past import and not have to worry about paying tariff taxes and things like that. Now's the time to take advantage. Because, and like I said, I'm not even talking about buying a bunch of knockoff stuff. I'm talking about thinking about some of the stuff that you can do, like even reselling. Okay, for instance, like I said, if you found a piece of furniture that was real popular, like the design of it, and that's what's selling, and it's going for $5,000, but you know, excuse me, you can get from China for $350. What's stopping you from now putting up a website and saying you have those? And even if you don't want to commit to having a whole bunch of them in your house and your garage and like that, right? And people might not buy them. You can buy one for show, always have it on your live. And then when people order it, they got to wait for it to come from China. Have it go from China right directly to their house. Order as you need. You can make deals like that, or you can get a very limited supply. It depends on what you're getting. Start small and then work your way up. What you think Fashion Nova did? Come on. You think they was in there? Nah, they found a dope China supplier, and the rest was history. Let's be honest. You can tell just from the quality, it's good, it's nice, but you still know like this is China. But it's funny because people have a problem, and now China's just like, man, y'all, everything y'all got from us. You really want to cut us out the mix? Y'all really want to go to war with us? Like, you really want to say buy just American? Because y'all ain't been buying American. You know what I mean? 90% of y'all stuff coming from us, and they just been peeling back the layers. They've been showing expensive furniture. They've been showing the clothes, of course, you already know. They showing the watches. You know what I mean? They've been breaking it all down. And like y'all just been being played. They can legally say it comes from Italy or something like that if we ship everything but the logo. And then when it gets there, they put their logo on it. They said they can legally say, oh, made in Italy. You know what I mean? Even though the whole bag was made in China, but then they just put the logo on it. Okay. Now, I will say this. All suppliers are not made created equal. So you do want to go in there, like have fun with it, go down that rabbit hole, see other suppliers, see what other people say in the comments, see somebody already ordered from them. Make sure about at least 5 people ordered from them and they're giving 5-star reviews, because you're going to get the person that says, hey, I can get you that bag for $5, and you're going to have somebody say, give it to you for $500. I recommend getting it for $500 because you're going to get what you pay for. So if you see that most people are saying $500, then okay. But if you see that is a middle ground, like that $500 is too high, the $5 is too low, but then there's a middle ground where people are saying like $200, that's probably the price you want to be paying. And that's how you got to judge it out. Otherwise, you will get like, oh man, I thought this was good quality. It was coming from the same factory, but it looks like crap. It's because you went with the cheaper stuff. So just like anything else in life, just like you went and bought your shoes from Payless, right? You're going to get a cheaper quality if you go the cheap route, and you'll get a high quality if you go the high route. I personally recommend always going the high route, and it's usually called AAA. So if something's called AAA quality, I would go with that over a 1A or a 2A. Okay, and that's when you're usually dealing with the knockoff stuff. You know, that's what you're looking for. Now, if you go on for something that's just being created for you, you get to deal with the whole quality control of that whole product and that whole project, and they'll literally conduct the whole thing from China with you and them, and you can do everything via Zoom, phone, conference. They're very, very professional. They show up, everything. Like, that's the way. And that's what's dope. Just another thing that the internet made possible for us to be able to take advantage of, right? And be able to do things that normally, like, you wouldn't know how to have access to Nike's manufacturers. Come on. Now you can make your own pair of shoes. Honestly, what's keeping you from making your own shoes? But with the same quality of a Nike. Like, you can make your own Nike quality shoe right now. have that prototype, ship that around, and then get funding. Like I said, guys, always think big, think outside. Like you can go as big as you can think. So you ain't always got to play at a small level. You just got to think bigger. That's all. So what's stopping you from creating something that you might have always wanted to create? What is something that you might have always wanted to do? What's a product that you always wanted to have and you always wanted to put out there? You know what I'm saying? All right. So that's what I got. Short and sweet. Now I gotta update that list I was on there because that list went to a YouTube channel. So I must have accidentally put the wrong thing. So I'll put that list up on in that button in school. And then you can go back there and you just go hit that. You'll see a list there. But then what I recommend is going to TikTok and just going down the rabbit hole. And then also find some cool stuff for yourself. Like I said, now you can get house stuff. It was some lawn furniture. Somebody had got some beach furniture. Now she said it did take 12 weeks or something like that to come. So she had to wait like 3 months. But shoot, if you ain't tripping, like, and summer was like, let's say you ordered in January, hey, I ain't tripping. I just need it by summer. Order that thing in January. Who cares how long it takes? If you saving, a couple thousand, because them things get expensive. And it's made out of wicker. So you're over there paying, $1,300, $3,000. I've seen some of them going for $3,000 and $5,000, especially depends on where you buy it from. You can easily get a patio set for like $5,000 if it's the full, wrap around and all that. And now you can get that from like China for like a fraction of that. So look even for your own stuff. Imagine what Christmas might look like now. Like, hold on, even jewelry. They said they got one of the biggest jewelry thing, and that's where your jewelers come from. I know that for a fact because my jeweler, when he was making my stuff, and he was telling me how the prices went up because it was around COVID time, and it was like everything coming from China is up right now, and that's where they was getting the diamonds from, and they was getting he was shipped there. He said if I get it made here, it's going to be twice as much. So that's the reason why he ships it out there, and he has some people out there that'll craft it and make it. He sends them the design, and they make the mold, and they make it in China. Because he said they made it in the U.S., the labor would just be way too high, and then he had to offset that cost to me and his customers. So imagine you having that plug, you bypassing the U.S. jewelry. You know how much you probably saving? There ain't no probably about it, because they got to make their money. So they have to mark it up and make it make sense for them to even be in that business. I'm going to be in the jewelry business, and I'm not even making no real money? Nah. So I got to mark it up. So I'll probably get it for $100, and I'm selling it for $1,000. You know what I mean? You don't know no better. So imagine now I get to take this person out and I save myself $900. And now that you got this, what keeps you from, hey man, I just come here on the weekends at the swap meet and do my thing. But you got quality goods though. People go by your booth and go, ooh, damn, you selling this? This what you selling? Okay, you selling out every weekend. But that's a cheap way to be able to sell. I don't know how y'all swap meets work, but I have a swap meet over here, indoor one, a nice one too, like indoor. And it's only $500 a month to have me a whole space, nice little space. I can make that back in the first weekend open. I got 3 more to be in profit. Think about that. And that's I'm thinking on a small scale in my book. Can't make $500 out of swap meet. Yeah, swap meet all day. And you only got to be there 2 days out the week. Or 3, Friday, Saturday, and Sunday. So just kind of think about some of the things that you can do and some of the things you can create. But I think the play is Amazon, to be honest with you. I think the play is getting something dope, created that people need. People have, and you ain't even got to reinvent the wheel. Go look at something that's already out there doing well. Like, I'm making my own version. Hit China up. It could be fitness equipment. You know that industry. You know how expensive that stuff is. You get your own waist trainer or whatever, something in that space, but you already know it's doing good. So you guys trying to, hey, can you make me this? Absolutely. We made that one. You know what I mean? Yeah, for sure. I ain't tripping. Like I said, we had a trade war. They exposing it all. Keep exposing. Let me know. Because y'all exposing the factories. That's different. Right? Let's go. Y'all, that's the factory. And they're like, yep, call us. We'll roll out the red carpet for you. Whatever you need. Big and small. They had houses. They said we got pre-built house. China just does everything better. I don't know what it is about them, man. They just on some other stuff. They could pump out some crap, but they also could pump out the good. So they built these houses. They said that you put together like Legos. They said you could put your whole house together in a month. The houses look dope. And it's made out of some steel material, but they still got it looking like brick. But if you look in between it, some steel there, right there, right? It's metal. And he said you just interlock all these different pieces. He said, and we can do it in a year. I mean, in a month. And we got somebody on U.S. soil to go put it together for you. So they'll come to you and put it together. It'll be a price for that, of course. But if you feel you can do it yourself and follow directions to do it yourself, then it's going to be even significantly even more cheaper. This is how far ahead they thinking. Then they show the shipping and everything. This is how we're going to ship it to you. We make sure we got insurance. You got insurance. So if something go wrong, all this. We have been misled to believe that this type of stuff wasn't even possible. China is just, oh my God, everything China's made cheap. We don't want none of that. That's an inferior product. You know what I mean? They just out to get our information and get this, get that, the whole out. Man, go turn anything upside down. Look at most of the things and tell me what it says made by. Go look at most of the stuff in your house right now. Even when you think you shop in American, just look at it. Go look up under your cup and see what it says. Go look at that stamp that's on everything and see what it says. I'd be like, oh my God. Go look at the bottles, like little things that you pay no attention to. Like look at the bottle and see what it says made by. 90% of the stuff is made by China. When you be looking, they say China or say Taiwan on there. Guaranteed. Go look.
That's good. Well, yeah, there's no this thing is not getting too much there.
You know?
Oh yeah, you said I'm 90% recuperating.
Yeah, well, that's okay.
All right,
it's
so
okay. You can rest your pretty little head, Terry.
All right, so Larry active right there. All right, so questions. Let's open it up for some questions. Let me go ahead and,
Yeah, I think we definitely was sleeping, while everybody else was consuming and trying to get their hustle on, trying to buy certain things. They were in the background, like the difference is they're willing, maybe not every last person, but as a whole, they're willing to lower their standard of living and be able to sell stuff and then put stuff actually back into their economy versus into people's pockets, individual pockets. And I think that's what they did wrong. And I know one time, I'm not sure if it was China or Japan, sorry, but they came to America and we had this huge seminar of how to do things better and be productive. But of course, as Americans, we went out there, we did our thing, we partied, we went to these seminars, and then we went back to work, business as usual, where they actually implemented the stuff and then made better processes. So they were willing to forego, 20, 30 years of being at the bottom to build their infrastructure to come out just banging. And there's no way we can catch up from that because one, we're not all willing to take a severe pay cut and trust our leaders to put the money back into us. And two, we're not all willing to do the work that it's going to take to be competitive. So, xie ni hao. I hope you guys all learn Chinese pretty soon.
No, real talk, and that's how it is. Same thing with like the Mexicans. Like they, you want to ship them away, but you ain't trying to do them jobs. That's why you go to that Home Depot or whatever and go pick up a bunch and then go bring them because you ain't trying to do those jobs. But guess what? They appreciate those jobs and they'll do them and they'll turn that job into now that's his business. Like he started out as a job, now he's actually got a landscaping business. You know what I mean? And then or they was cooking for you, but guess what? Now you got a restaurant. It's just like a lot of us Americans it's like we bougie and spoon fed, it's like we don't value a lot of the things that we have, because we had it since we was born into it. So it's like a child that was just born rich. You don't value being rich, you know what I mean? Because you've always been rich. You don't even know what it's like to be broke. So, but a person that's been broke and become rich knows both sides, so they can appreciate it a lot more. Because they know the other side, so they appreciate when they get rich. A person's already rich, just take it for granted. Now that's how they can spend $1 million on a caviar or some weird. Like, damn, that's you spent that on that. Yeah, because I don't value money. It's nothing. I'll make another million by the evening. You know what I mean? So you can do these things. $4 million just to go at the tip of the earth and look at the moon for 11 minutes and come back down. You know what I mean? It was an experience. 4 million done. So, but yeah, but right now they helping us leveling that playing field by exposing themselves and letting it out. Now I don't know how this is gonna play in the long run. This is the reason why I say hurry up, because Trump might get pissed now. Say, okay, so I let TikTok stay. I'm just a forward thinker. So, and I know how he gets in his feelings. So he'd be like, hold up, wait a minute. So I keep TikTok open. Y'all supposed to sell it. No one bought it yet. No, I extend that. And now you're going to use the app against me now or against America by exposing everything and putting this out there, knowing it's going to cause, the opposite we were trying to do, which is get people buying America, but now they double it down and buying even more from China. Okay, let's go ahead and just ban this app altogether. You know what I'm saying? I don't see something like that not happening. That could very well happen. So I would definitely hurry up and take advantage of like all the vendors being on there and exposing. Go to the For You page. Once you even start typing in things like Chinese vendors or Chinese suppliers or Chinese warehouse for watches or clothes or furniture or whatever you're looking for, electronics, all these things going to pop up, and it's going to just start. That's all you're going to see in your phone at that point, which is cool. Because like I said, you can kind of make yourself a little database and get the best of the best. The cool thing is, guess what? Once you know it, you know it. Those factories ain't going nowhere. So no matter what TikTok does after you got it, no matter what happens, that's it. Those are the factories. You got them. You know what I mean? So I highly recommend making yourself a cool little database. You know what I mean? And then boom. And then guess what? For the lazy people, go ahead and make yourself a few dollars. Now, some people ain't even going to take their time to do that. So you might look, I compiled, over 100 of the best, places to go buy, get it right now. Don't even try to rate them. Say something like $5. You know what I'm saying? $5. Get 100 people to do that. You still made a nice little mint there. See what I'm saying? And that's how you gotta be looking at it sometimes. $20, $10, but nothing too crazy. Something that's a little quick one-time fee. Shoot them your PayPal. Shoot them your Stripe. So many different ways to take payment now. Even that's cool. You know what I mean? Because so many different ways to take payment now. But yeah, just do one of the ways. Even Cash App. Cash App be the money. I'm not taking tons of people, but my time is worth money. And I did take the time to compile this big list. But hey, if you join my opportunity, guess what? You get it for free. See, leverage, right? My boy always say, you give more than you're asking for. Hey man, I want you to join my opportunity. Guess what? I got this list of 100 vendors from China. I'm gonna give it to you for free if you join. Hey, opt into my capture page. You know what I mean? You opt in, make sure you put the right information on. You know why? I'm about to send you a vendor list of 100 suppliers. You're looking for clothes, jewelry, furniture, houses. Yes, I said right, houses. You're looking for a whole house? I got you. You know what I mean? Clothes, bags. Opt into this. See what I'm saying? Just get something. So even you don't get no money, get an email, right? Get a phone number. That can lead to money. A Chinaman said, ask me how many Americans made products are at my house. How many products made in China are yours? That's real. I saw a long time ago, there was a special. And a couple said, we're going to try and go a month. I don't know if it was a month or longer, but it was at least a month of living 100% made in America, nothing from China. So they said they're going to take away everything from China. And they did it for a month. They said it made them feel like they were living in the Stone Ages. Like everything had to go. Lights. So many things we take for granted. The light bulbs. It was hard to find a light bulb now that wasn't made in China. The shoes, them had to go. They was walking around. Them shoes used to buy them up in the grocery store back in the days. Yeah, I took you back there. Huh? But yeah, mother would be in there right there next to the cereal. Boop. You used to dread your mom bought you those. You had to go to school with them on the next day. Like, oh, not the cereal shoes. The shoes by the cereal. You don't even see those no more. But it used to be in the store, the supermarket. See shoes right there, like boop. So you get some bread and some shoes. But yeah, you know what I'm saying? So, all right. So any questions? I keep yapping. Had you here all day. None, huh? Y'all ready to go get you a Louis bag, right? Everybody about to be fresh to death for the summer too. It's about to be so crazy. You know, black folks don't know how to act. I'm sorry. I'm just gonna apologize ahead of time for y'all. You know what I mean? You know we don't know how to act. Once we start finding out stuff like this about stuff like this, just get ready. You're already gonna see it. It's gonna be all over your timeline, all over your TikTok. You know what I mean? All over everything. I just trust me. This summer, everybody gonna be fresh to death. Everybody gonna be fresh to death. People gonna be everywhere fresh to death. You're gonna be living in places you shouldn't even be fresh to death. You're gonna be fresh to death living in those places. You know what I mean? Trash man gonna be coming to pick up the trash with a Louis hat on and Louis belt, holding up the trash slacks and all that type of stuff. You gonna see all that because, like I said, they just pulling it back, and it's all down your TikTok. Like people are just going crazy. People are going crazy. So it's gonna be interesting how this all plays out. But that's why I said take advantage now, because Trump don't like losing, and this is like a shot for sure. And I don't know how he's gonna respond to that, but he can definitely have a temper tantrum and shut some things down. So I say take advantage now while you can, while things even coming in with the borders. I don't know how borders gonna act. You know what I mean? If they start trying to ship this stuff in, they might be, yeah, nah. You thought you was gonna get this in. Yeah, well, no, we shutting that down now. So again, I don't know. Right now, we ain't there though. But who's to say what the future is? So take advantage now. Come up with your ideas now. Remember, the people that made the money was the picks and the shovel sellers. So always find a way to help everybody else. You know what I mean? You be on the side. That's where you're gonna make the most money. So like I said, you can paddle this, give it to them. You know what I'm saying? Stuff like that. So that way you don't just get stuck with goods and things. I mean, you play the middleman of these places. You know, you find a place that lets you actually do some drop shipping or something. That's a winning situation. Like straight up. If you find a good supplier that'll make you something, but let you drop ship it, you know, or let you white label something, like put your name on it. Like they already got the cups, but now we're gonna put your sticker on it. Boom, make it a Vegas Riders cup, and you know, and we're not gonna make you buy a minimum order. We'll let you, you know, like buy as people want, like buy on demand. That's the ideal situation to be in. But the boss up level from print on demand and products on demand really is having your own thing that comes to you. Like I'm proud to say this is mine. Like, boom, my packaging, my everything, it's yours. You know, or like I said, like mine. Honestly. Oh, smart cards manufactured in China. Once I, you know, knew what I had, knew what I wanted, then I found me a supplier. They created mine. So like I said, I've been through the game, but that's the game, because this is where you're gonna save money at. It's yours. You know what I mean? Look at real packaging, you know, cellophane, all that, you know, raised, you know, high quality. I can go put this in a real store, and I can see on the shelf next to other people's real products, right? I can think it's right up there next to the phone cards. Like boop. You know what I'm saying? Or I had this at the swap meet sitting in one of those things. You can buy that little thing for these to go in and just have them sitting like that. They pass by. What are those? Oh, let me show you. You see what I mean? I can send those into Amazon, which I'm slipping. I need to be sending those into Amazon. I'm slipping with that. But all right, so that's where we at. All right, so any questions before we go and get about this juke joint? All right, cool. So I had this up in our school, and then I have the vendor list below that, and then the rest, have fun, go find them, post them in our school too. But hey, I found a cool vendor for this, I found one for that. Post it in there. I might make a whole section. No, it might be beneficial to make a section with this, and it'd be like a whole new classroom. And I'll just keep putting up information on there, and then we'll just keep putting all the suppliers. So when people want furniture, just be a video just about that, or just about the bags, or just because everybody's starting to expose it so much. I can just take their content, put it up there, and then have the lists right under it. And then y'all do what y'all want with that, as far as business wise or just personal. Good idea? All right, we out. Appreciate y'all. Peace and blessings.